So Yo Gotti dropped his new album, and he went ahead and tried to do a CMG show where he brought out ESTG, he brought out a couple upcoming artists from CMG. And what happened was that they did some songs and stuff like that, right? In this show, it's like a show in the South, like by Alabama, and they did one in Mississippi. And everybody knows that Memphis is right there next to Mississippi. And the part that Memphis is closest to Mississippi is South Memphis, which is PRE people, more influenced by Dolph, Grove Hero, all that, okay? So when Gotti goes to the show in Mississippi, and he did the show and everything, and it's the promoters that's supposed to pay him, some street dudes, goons from Mississippi that know Pooh Shiesty, they know Gucci, they know all of them, right? They ran up on Gotti when Gotti didn't have his security, because Gotti thought he was gonna get he thought he was going to get his advance, his second part to doing the show money. So he think he about to go get the show money, and what they did is they pulled up on him and snatched the chain. They said, we gonna get it. They took his chain as collateral. So they snatched Yo Gotti chain because he definitely did some disrespect by putting out the new album, doing shows, and the case ain't over with. You not supposed to, Yo Gotti not supposed to drop no music until straight drop case is done. That way, it seemed like he using his album to bring up more money so that they could pay for the straight drop lawyer. Yo Gotti money is running thin. It's been 2 years since he dropped that song saying he recession proof. And now the recession getting to him, because now nobody want to book Yo Gotti. Nobody want to buy or listen to his music. No radio station is spinning his music no more. Ever since this whole Dolph thing happened, Yo Gotti ain't been getting the special treatment that he thought he was going to get by being close to them big executives and stuff like that. So the fact that he got his chain snatched, he deserved it, because these goons in Mississippi, they know that it's a bounty and that it's still the streets. When you got a dude who is supposed to be the op and he come in and do a show here and he already dropping the album, and there's all this street stuff going on, you better believe it's a bounty, it's some money on his head for that chain at least, to make things inconvenient for Yo Gotti. Now Yo Gotti got to worry about, dang, next show I do, I got to make sure this and that, or he might not do shows no more. So it's really going to hurt his pocket. And at the end of the day, They had to take his chain, because if he come and if you just let Yo Gotti come and do a show in your town, and your town ain't supposed to be rocking with Yo Gotti like that, then you can't let him go and do a show without having to come up and take his chain, because that's like making it so that if you let him do the show, that means you're okay with him being there. And if he come and keep getting more and more fans in your city, the next thing you know, your city going to turn into a CMG city. And it's going to be hella CMG people popping off and running away, hiding in your city, causing more trouble in your city, just because it's one of them getaway towns, one of them runaway towns where you go catch a case somewhere and you come hide out in little Mississippi. And if Yo Gotti keep coming doing shows there, then it's going to be more fans, and it's going to turn into another Dallas. It's going to turn into another North Memphis. Next thing you know, black youngster people finna be firing it up in that little Mississippi's town. So basically, they had to take his chain, just like how, any other rapper get his chain taken. They tested him. It's just like how C-Mac from 55th Street, he got jumped because of some street stuff. So Yo Gotti got to get his chain taken because of some street stuff. They disrespected. They crossed boundaries. They didn't, it's certain rules, unwritten rules you don't break in the street code. Street talk, street code. That's the real reason behind a lot of these actions. And it's not to be told. It's to be, you either in or you out. So ain't no 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You either get jumped in, you go by the street code, or you stay away from it and you live somewhere else. And Yo Gotti, he need to go ahead and move on. He might as well move into Kentucky with ESTG because Memphis ain't Yo Gotti's city no more. The people in Memphis are taking back their own city. They're tired of CMG. They tired of seeing Black youngster running his mouth, never not doing nothing for people. They tired of Yo Gotti trying to claim a certain status like he's the boss, yet he ain't never helped nobody from his hood. He ain't never gave nothing to Memphis. Memphis didn't give him the key to the city. They gave it to Grove Hero. Shelby County didn't do nothing to honor Yo Gotti. They did to honor Dolph and Grove Hero. Yo Gotti never did nothing that actually amounts to any kind of change in the community. Yo Gotti and his affiliates is the type of bloodthirsty people who are vampires. They are taking the negative of the culture and they trying to make that your only way of life. Yo Gotti adds to the fact that most people think that you got to play ball or you got to rap to make it out the hood. Because Yo Gotti never come out and preach no messages about owning car lots or having food trucks or mobile detail shops or lawn care services that you can do in Memphis. Yo Gotti never talk about owning property, rehabbing properties, rehabbing single-family homes, making single-family homes back to standard and actually making a cool 50K, 30, 40, 50K off of each property just by rehabbing it and putting it back on the market. So obviously Yo Gotti never taught you guys that because he doesn't want you to become rich and independent. He doesn't want you to become wealthy. And it's not about the money. Because if you became wealthy, then you don't depend on Yo Gotti no more. You don't depend on his people, his hoods. If you up and went and got your own lawn care business, then Yo Gotti is going to be hurting because the original stuff that he was doing, hustling in the streets, is still going on. So he don't want them young kids to learn how to get it on their own. He want them to get fronted by his people and continue the street stuff and get locked up and get snitched on and make Yo Gotti's money. He ain't nothing like these corporations who pay minimum wage and take all the money and take all the write-offs. So that's why Yo Gotti don't get the respect, don't have nothing to do with the positivity of Memphis because he's the downfall of it. He's the downfall of the Black community. You cannot listen to Yo Gotti as a role model. And if you do, be careful because it's going to get you popped.